All right, so the way that I like to describe this experience to people is, this ain't your mom's house, okay? You're allowed to talk back up here. So if anything, the more that you talk to these poets, the more energy you give to them, the more energy they're gonna give back to you. It's a fruitful experience for everybody. It's give and take, ebb and flow, you know, things of that nature. So with that being said, for those of you who haven't been here before, you're gonna hear some call words throughout the night. So I'm gonna kind of go through these a little bit. I'm gonna say the call word, and then I want y'all to repeat it back to me. If that's cool, can I get a cool?
Cool.
All right. So if you get a poet up here, and they just said some shit, like, wow, that was a bar, or maybe even you just didn't hear it all the way properly, I want y'all to say, rewind.
Rewind.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. The next call word you're gonna hear is my Ty always likes to say, we are artists, we are sensitive about our shit. So sometimes you get somebody up here, maybe they get a little bit choked up, or maybe they lost their spot on the page when they're reading or doing something like that. This is an accepting room, so we want to be affirmative to them. We want to let them know this is a safe space. So if you see somebody who needs just a little extra moment, I want y'all to say, take your time.
Take your time.
Beautiful. Okay, the next one that you're going to hear is more so like a celebration term, I guess, if you will. Because a lot of times poets, when they come to these open mics, like, they'll bring some shit that they've never told to anybody before. They never said it out loud, nothing like that. So if somebody brings some new material, we're gonna celebrate that. And the way that we celebrate that is we're gonna say new shit.
New shit.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Another Ty favorite is if you got a virgin to the mic, somebody who's never been up here before, again, we welcome all levels of expertise. You don't have to be a slam poet. You don't have to be some super celebrity type of poet to get up here and get on the microphone. This is art, right? This is a safe space. So with that being said, though, if you're a virgin to the mic, you know how it goes with a virgin. You got to pop the cherry. So whenever I got a virgin to the mic, I'm going to tell y'all by saying I got a virgin to the mic, and I want y'all to say, go ahead, let's practice. I said I got a virgin to the mic.
Go ahead.
I got a virgin to the mic.
Go ahead.
Perfect. And then the last one that we have is sometimes, like, the drinks are flowing, the friends are here, we like to get a little, conversational, a little rowdy, and that's fine. We're here to have fun. We're here to, be present with each other and have a great time. But also with that being said, we're gonna respect this microphone. So sometimes you're gonna hear a little hush wave, and pretty much the way that that's gonna go is me or another DPS member is gonna yell out hush wave, and then everybody's gonna start shushing. And I'm kind of gonna play a little bit of like waterbender a little bit. So I'm gonna start. If you see my hand coming your direction, I want you to shush, right? Hush wave. Shh. Beautiful. It's like Avatar up here. I love it. All right, cool. Okay, so we're about to get started. I got some newbies on the mic, and I'm really excited to bring them up. But before we get too deep into it, can I do a piece myself? If that's cool. Can I get a cool?
Cool.
Cool. So for those of you who don't know, Deaf Poet Society is a slam team that originated here, not only in Cincinnati, but actually started in this room right here during an Amani Productions open mic. We are now getting to the point where we are gearing up, and we're trying to get to the point where we go to nationals this coming year. So with that being said, we have so many different ways that you guys can help us. We got cash apps, things of that nature, but we also just released a chapbook this year, available on Amazon. We have some on hand if you guys want to purchase. But with that being said, I'm gonna do a reading from this book so y'all get a little taste of what we got going on. If that's cool, can I get a cool?
Cool.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Do I gotta be?
Can you turn it up though?
Can I? What about now? Is that better?
You
Is that
gotta,
good?
I think
Yes,
you gotta be
ma'am?
close to it.
Gotta be close to it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're choking on mics tonight. That's fine. No big deal. All right, so the piece I'm gonna read to y'all. I don't want to hold this. I'm sorry. I got it on my phone, but this piece I have for you guys is called A Tough Pill to Swallow. They don't respect someone who's healing. They'll say you're a little lazy, baby, and I'll tell them to try to get some rest, but They look at me like I may be hating, painting the picture like I want them to fail, but that's some crazy reframing. Like a tree, I stand tall and I bloom even in the fall, but I'm no shady lady.
Rewind.
Painting the picture like I want them to fail, but that's some crazy reframing. Like a tree, I stand tall and I bloom even in the fall, but I'm no shady lady. There's nothing I want more in this world than to see everyone shine. Cheeky smiles and friendly praises come when I present a fresh opportunity on the line, and not everybody can reach for the stars, so I don't mind sharing a few of mine, but does this create a channel to progress those not yet at their best, or is it a sewer line? You see, people love demonizing your good intentions when they're surrounded by people who don't have them. Generosity makes them sick so much that they tweak and they spasm, they go nuts, no orgasm, and I can't even be mad at them, but whenever they seize, I don't grab them because they'll feed you their poison too, the way that Eve did to Adam. We are surrounded by NPCs, bundles of insecurities with degrees, veins pumping with blood, but their heart is still hollow. I possess the healing you need behind this hard exterior. I'm a tough pill to swallow. If you thrive off hustling like a steed or finessing love that was clean and free, then disappointment is sure to follow, because you can't expect someone to save you today if your mind is constantly stuck on yesterday and tomorrow. Thank you. All right, y'all, without further ado, we're about to jump straight to it. It's 9 o'clock. I got names on the list. I got virgins coming up here. So without further ado, the first person I'm about to bring up to the microphone is one of my friends, but he's never been up here before, so you already know we got to pop that cherry. I said I got a virgin to the mic.
Go ahead.
I got a virgin to the mic.
Go ahead.
Please welcome Johns Are Us up to the stage, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got to choke up on the mic. It's a little soft.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to do this and a little nervous, obviously.
Take your time.
Hey, just do the one with the words. Out loud.
I talked to my elders to figure out what she used to be. This textbook ain't air free. The old man said you must be struggling. The past got you fucked up. Whether it's yours or history, you gotta learn how to deal with it, act against it, or downright ignore it. But it all changed after this sentence. He demanded, look me in the eyes and repeat. You were born in Queen City, but wasn't sure where the royalty was, it just meant it was you. You could have found it, fumbled it, or just been too unmotivated to fuck with it. But the opportunity is there. You just gotta trust it. And then it clicked. Charlie ain't hustle for nothing. He had a family to feed. Throwing trees from concrete for shade due to the heat. So I'm done making excuses. I can go pro or sit and reminisce of the league. I'm sorry for betting on baseball. This was more of a memorial. Rest in peace, Pete.
Tell them your socials. Tell them where to find you.
Tell us about yourself.
Reveal yourself.
You can find me on Instagram at johnsrus, JAWNZ.R.us. Yeah, thanks again, guys.
Give it up for Johns Are Us, y'all. That's beautiful. Also, for y'all, if you didn't hear it before, this microphone's a little bit weak. You gotta choke up on it. Or you can do it a cappella, honestly. I feel like this isn't enough room, right? You know what I mean? But we're not gonna play games with her. If you know what I mean. If you need a little extra something, she's there for you. And that's just how it's about to go. Okay, so boom. So we have one version of the mic. I'm about to bring somebody else up. I don't think she's a virgin to this, but I never had her on my microphone before. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. So I got a virgin to my mic.
Go ahead.
I got a virgin to my mic.
Go ahead.
Let's welcome Karina up to the stage, everybody.
I think she might be taller than you.
Oh shit! Wow. Like, I'm excited. I never have to raise the mic up for everybody. This is amazing.
Open the clip part.
Oh, you're good. What's that? Yeah, for sure. There you go.
Would anybody be willing to record this for me on my phone?
Yeah, I can record it for you. I'm right here.
Oh, look. Stay calm.
Is this zoomed in too far? Or is it good?
It's perfect.
Okay. So my name's Karina. I just want to give a quick shout out to Jeff Goldman. He told me about this event. So thanks to him. I have two pieces for y'all, if that's all right.
That's right.
Okay, the first one is titled Tragic and Biting. Depression does in fact have me in its arms. We dance beneath the blinding iris of the sun and the leisurely blink of the moon to shattered tunes, haggard ballads, broken records, rasping melodies, and mangled lullabies, but most times to a thick, dissonant silence. We dance for rubbernecking clumps of cotton and meddlesome sun rays swathed in insouciant shades of cerulean. We dance for peeping Tom planets, Saturn, the Satyrs, Venus, the Voyager, and Jupiter, rather rude Snoop. We dance for oogling galaxies and a smattering of winking stars, and perhaps a human or two or three, or none. That is, none of the above. Yes, none. Most times we find ourselves plastered on the pupils, 1-2 stepping on the retinas of nothing. And
Rewind.
Yes.
You're not bad. Sorry, I didn't throw you up.
I've never done a rewind.
Two stepping on the retina.
Yes, plastered on the pupils, 1-2 stepping on the retinas of nothing and no one. But we dance hand in hand, or hands to back finger pads, clasping broad blades. We dance cheek to sopping cheek, chest to heaving chest, arms caging the neck and claiming the waist, a quaking frame, swaying in an ancient embrace. We dance to my gaping maw music with such harrowing, such haunting movements, agonized and striking torture and mesmerizing tragedy. And biting, we dance. But most times we don't. No, most times we don't. Usually it just chokes me, fingers crumbling the walls of my throat, and sometimes I can take it rough. But not today, certainly not today, and it's a damn shame. I can't think, I can't think straight. I can't think of the safe. What of the what's a safe word? Lips turn blue, then I come to face down in a mound of abused tissues, chin slathered with drool and snot nose clownish and clogged, cheeks blotchy and tight with embedded brine, eyes bleary, lids bloated and swollen shut. So I suppose it's really just quiet. No one's here. And guess what? We're not fucking dancing. Okay, and then I have one more for you guys. So this one is called Blue Skies and Broken Prize. It's split into 3 parts. So the first part is called April Eyes. The second part is called Meddlesome Midday. And the third part is the title piece, Blue Skies and Broken Prize. All right. April Eyes. When there's rain pummeling my pupils, suffocating my scleras, waterboarding my cones, why must the sun rays over in my face? They smirk, smug and shining, blinding eyes that can't see any damn way. Meddling midday. The sun and its busybody rays are peering down from a high blue perch, searching for some somber business to mind, so she fumbles for the man-made shade of some no-count, two-faced blinds that were clearly bribed at dawn. They're practically yawning. The prying light easily slips through, easing into a reluctantly lit room to intrude upon her belated midnight rites. Because the night sky would never desecrate such a sacred ritual, wouldn't dare degrade her like this, but noontime sunshine will gladly sit and stare, taunt impaired pupils, and bake the slick skin of her warped face entertained. And a bit bemused by the red-nosed girl with April eyes howling for an absent moon. Blue skies and broken cries. The girl sobs, and the birds sing, and the birds sing, and the birds sing. Wings tucked tight, the birds sing. Song and sob meet at a sun-stunned window screen, and the song slips past, but the sobs bounce back, trapped with a girl breathing. The trees softly sway to shyly wave limbs that bow and bend. They gently reach her flail, and flame thrash and snap crack upon impact with a cold patch of pale sky. The wind blows a breathy tune, and the girl bleats, and the girl brays, and the girl shrieks, and the girl neighs, and the girl howls harsh, broken sounds that come tearing out of a shredded mouth, ripping past 2 rows of bad teeth. The ground is steady, hers is not. Wings unfurl, hers get caught on damp air and hard walls of blue sky. The girl falls, and the birds fly, and the birds fly, and the birds fly, framed in a bright blue sky. The birds fly. The girl drops enough rain to waterlog a window pane while she plummets to the bottom of her sky blue cage, and the birds soar on the wind-wrapped wing for the girl who cannot sing anymore.
Where can we find you?
Sorry. I'm on Instagram. It's Karina Simmons _. So it's like CORRINA But I'm like new, but like I'll start something up there soon. And then you can also find me on YouTube at Karina Simmons.
Yeah, Karina, thank you so much. One more time for Karina, everybody. Wow, that was incredible. Like, I need you to start recording audiobooks or something like that. Your voice is beautiful. Literally, like, I'm sitting there like, wow, what is going on? All right, y'all. So the next poet I'm about to bring up here, she is not new to this. She is very true to this. And actually, she was up here earlier doing some podcast interviews for Overseas Dreams Radio. But I'm gonna let, I'll let her speak for herself on her brain. I just gotta give a little highlight. Without further ado, please welcome Melody up to the stage, everybody.
All right, Lucky Lee plugging me. I finally made it. So yeah, I'm gonna just do that now because when I'm done, I like to just walk off. So y'all can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Wait, hold on, rewind this. They ain't hear you. You're funny. Like,
Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and now Threads. At Overseas Dreams Radio. It's dope. I'm a little biased, but if you listen to it, you'll think it's dope too. I play a little bit of everything.
Overseas Dreams Radio?
Overseas Dreams Radio is an online radio show. I mostly play music, but every now and then I will interview poets, rappers, singers, DJs, musicians, you name it.
Okay. Best radio show on
Best radio show on Earth and in space. I appreciate you. Ty was my last one.
Thank you.
Overseas Dream Show 49 with Ty Victoria.
Yeah.
Y'all go check it out. All right. Both of these pieces are new shit.
New shit? You can smell it.
And they came from a place of frustration, so.
go in, poet.
Frustrated shit.
Yeah. It may not pop, but I just had to bend.
Do it.
This one doesn't have a title, so. They say with faith you can move mountains. But what if the mountain is already moving? This steep obstacle course from gym class that I never opted into has my nerves on edge. A slippery slope of impatience that chips away every time I stick a pick in it, as if it feels me trying to progress an inch, only for it to move another yard, making me feel like I'll never make a touchdown. I'm sure it's only a molehill, but I feel like an ant from Bug's Life. Amazed at the altitude, but pissed at the peak. I heard it's lonely at the top. Maybe that's why I feel this way. Steadily climbing and making more progress than I can see. Ever evolving because I know I'm no longer in the valley. It's just an illusion of despair. But even the illusion can be depressing. So I shift my focus to something else. Find level ground and camp out for a night or two. Because continuously climbing can take one's breath away. So I take it a day at a time. Pitching a fit when necessary because I'm good at pitching fits. Then pitching a tent at night because grinding without rest only leads to fatigue and I'm too cool to burn out. Maybe I should enjoy the journey of the walking path instead of trying to grapple my way to the top only to fall back to the beginning. But I don't like walking. They say patience is a virtue. Well, I put on my virtuous boots because I'd rather walk to my destiny than slip and fall to my death. Come on. Woo! Alright, so I just wrote this last night. Right. See, I'm trying to be a poet, but not. Like a comic strip, these thought bubbles appear, except they're empty. Void of imagination in this age of information and full of impatience regardless of the situation. I've run out of things to say, so the pen has nothing to jot, just dot after dot till an ellipsis forms, to be continued, ... Thoughts seeking another venue or avenue, whichever way you look at it, an escape is necessary, because this jail cell of writer's block has me blocked in, or blocked out. I can't really tell anymore. Can't tell if these thoughts are icing me out like, how dare I think, have the audacity to imagine or muster up the courage to compose. I'm an artist, but the art ain't flowing. Motivation non-existent. Inspiration seems distant, but I'm persistent. Never letting go, I'm on a mission. Objective. Write some words that go together. No pressure, no timer, just words on a page. Don't be concerned about what to do on stage, because this isn't a performance, it's a vent session. This is just to see if you get past the first lesson. So pick up the pen and write the first thing that comes to mind. And if you want to spice it up, you can even throw in a rhyme, a metaphor here and there, some alliteration to follow, and you realize all along these thoughts were never hollow, and before you know it, you got a whole cohesive poem. Congratulations, you're a poet. Well, you were a poet all along.
Give me one more round of snaps for Melody. All right, so the next poet I'm about to bring up to the stage actually just recently popped his cherry, so you know what I mean, I'm not gonna do it again. But he's actually our photographer for the night, so you may see my man Ty over there with the flicks, everything going on. I was about to shout your socials, I'm gonna let you do that, but please welcome Ty up to the stage, everybody. I know that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, she's tall. All right. I was gonna do 2, but I'm gonna go ahead and do 3.
Yeah, I know that's right. Thank you. I thought you were gonna say 1. I'm like, why would you do that?
I know it's a lot going on in life, and life is not always easy for us, and you always never know what people are going through. So I'm gonna share this one to like share light. It's like you're never alone in what you're going through. So this first one I called is 513. See, 513 is more than an area code. It's more than lead taking a young and some disease taking an old. It's where art flourishes and dreams are sold. But this ain't about where I live. It's about a girl who had 5 kids. See, 513, or the 13th of May, was the start of my darkened days. See, my dad woke me up with his voice ringing in my ear, and I promised it was raining for the rest of the year. And I'm sure you'll disagree, but the one who had a little milk and had some gas, and the one who would always be weak, but you'll never hear her laugh, she found the best deals while shopping and made sure my knees were good for a little hopping. My heart, my world, my knight in shining armor, my mom I love was here no longer. In her arms I was the safest, and by her side I was the bravest, the strongest glue to the family, and Proof that big things can sometimes be tiny. She took me from a bad boy like Mike to a good sir like Will, and the transformation was after the fact. Her lesson still got me evolving to this from that. It will never be the same, and that's the hardest truth. So for all the words and blessings, I thank you. Love you, Mom.
Thank you for sharing.
And this next one, I'm a lover boy, so I like to give praise to the people I love in my life. So
When did you write this?
I wrote this like a week ago.
Oh, so
this new shit. This is new shit. Yeah, this is new shit. I haven't performed this anywhere. So yeah. Oh, it's called Language, by the way. I've always liked how you made me feel, or the energy you bring in my life, or the way I can put my woes on your mind without any fear of judgment. Comfort and peace are the keys to our conversation, whether they are confusing, confessing, coded, cordial, or calculated. So I'm here to ask a favor that will benefit the both of us. Bending backwards, I'm begging so I can boast about you basking in by your being. I'm baffled.
Rewind.
Thank you.
Let me start. All right.
Yeah, from 0. Go ahead. Bring
Oh,
it
from
all
the
way
top?
back.
All right. I've always liked how you made me feel, or the energy you bring in my life, or the way I can put my woes on your mind without any fear of judgment. Comfort and peace are the kids of our conversation, whether they're confusing, confessing, coded, cordial, or calculated. So I'm here to ask a favor that'll benefit both of us. Bending backwards, I'm begging so I can boast about basking by your being. I'm baffled, trying to understand which words to use to satisfy your soul. Let me show you my mind is elastic. I'm willing to stretch and bend to your will. I can be molded to praise you how you were meant to be praised. If you give it time to take shape, I can take all your words and intricacies and bounce them back, a healthy reflection of you. I can hold on and weather the storms while giving your mind the best insulation. Though you ask for isolation, there's no warmth alone. So come home and let me insulate you with my heat. I'll pick up that call at any time to give you my presence or give you the conversation that comes with the side effects of swinging feet. You're worth learning, every last bit. From the way you eat your favorite foods to how long you let your hair dip, or the flavor of the words that come from your oh so seductive lips. My pen and pad are ready to go. I'm front row and center, bright eyed, bushy tail, beaming with attention that was once mine but is now yours. Class is in session and I've been taking my notes. I'm learning what you love and what you do at your worst. It's more than what you say with words. I'm learning the language of your hands, no ASL. Noting the pace you walk and how your eyes glow when you see that jacket half off retail. I'm learning how you talk with your imperfect, impatient bodily impressions. Only so much is heard when you go silent, but I listen with my eyes too, and my heart, and my hands, and my nose. I even take some notes with my tongue when the opportunity arose. I told you I'm trying to know you. That includes you on the inside. I can see the small things that you often try to hide. This the language that's pre-Babel and post-Rosetta Stone. I create magic just so I can share more of myself through the fantastical ways of the unexplored. Talk to the animals and birds to hear the praises they'll sing, and go to the depths of space to try to talk to an alien king. I take your course on Duolingo full times too, so I could get to know the understanding of the language of you. And this last one is about, like, we're all creatives here, and sometimes, I know at least once in your life you try to chase a dream. So it's about that struggle of, like, being a kid and wanting to chase dreams and having no limitations to facing reality and still trying to chase these dreams. I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes and I'll go so high. I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. Just stitch my wings and pull the strings. I bought these dreams that all fall down. Lately I've been drowning, and not in a literal sense. I've been barely keeping my head above the hypothetical water of this unfair, unfamiliar, often uncomfortable and unpleasant, unfortunate thing called life. And the only thing I can do is look up to the sky like I've always been. See, it started when I was looking at the sky for the first time. And of course I'm a dreamer, so it's the only thing I saw. It turned into an obsession. The only thing in my thoughts. I had to be in the clouds, soaring so free and never in this damn box. It's who I'm supposed to be. Up in the air, claiming everything that's meant for me. But life had other plans. With this thought in mind of being so high, I set myself to take to the sky, building myself lightly with the biggest wings so I can prolong my stay. I've never studied how to fly, just watched people soar in clouds past day after day. I didn't caution the need to walk before running or even take off. I just knew I belonged in the air. So now it's time. Step, flap, step, flap. I'm doing this great. I'm taking deep breaths of clean air. Step, flap, flap, step, flap. This is it. I'm finally free. Dreams frolic feverishly from my foolproof plan to feeling the breeze in my hair. Step, flap, step, step. Splat. Slide, splash. Stopped in solitude. I splatter into the sea. Now stuck with wings that were only meant to take to the gales from above. We're soaked in this thing called life. Learning to swim, I've taught myself a few strokes while I'm down here. Back, breast, and butterfly. All because I wanted to freestyle in the stratosphere. But never once have I taken my eyes off the heavens. I still got my wings and won't let them wither without feeling weightless in the winds of the clouds above. That's it. I like a little alliteration, if you can't tell. Yeah. But yeah, my name's Tyrese. I'm on Instagram, Tyrese_ the boy, Tyrese, just like the singer, _ DABOY. And my photography is at Ty's Eyes, that's TYZ _EYEZ. If y'all need anything, just let me know.
Hey, we love a multifaceted artist. I know that's right. Okay, what's up, y'all? I'm about to do a temperature check. If you hear my voice, can I get a cool? Cool. If you hear my voice, can I get a lucky? Lucky. If you hear my voice, can I get a go, Dev? Go, Dev. Go, Dev. Go, Dev. Go, Dev. Go, Dev. Please welcome our Slam Team Captain, Nick Fury, up to the stage.
Hey, I know him.
You write books.
Yeah,
You write books and stuff.
definitely.
You be doing something words.
Speaking of which, I got a book.
Woo, hold on, tell me about that. What's up with that?
This book comes out January 7th, which is my birthday.
Hey.
So I'm gonna guilt trip you if you like me or love me. Instead of getting me anything for my birthday, just buy my book.
Yeah.
That's a win-win in my eyes. But tonight I don't know if I'm gonna read from the book. I've heard some great poets tonight, and it reminds me of the piece that I wrote for this place. There's a particular section of it that I feel like speaks to what these poets need to hear. How's everybody, like, it's cold, it's winter, y'all are dragging your asses outside to come to a poetry, like, everybody doing all right, like, psychologically, emotionally?
It's cold.
Not gonna let the person
You want the answer?
You actually want an answer and you want me to take on my eye.
Listen, hey, I'm fighting back, but the pressure got some hands, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. And I feel like I'm actually in the first place in my life where, like, I battled depression for about 18 years. And I'm about 6 months clean of the last time I thought about committing suicide. And poetry is a massive part of that. This room is a massive part of that. So I wrote a poem to this room and to this audience.
Take your time.
Go in, poet.
Take your time.
In the name of the ruckus ones with holy lyrics, amen. Our Father, who art create legend, hallowed be this stage. Our Mother, whose heart gave brethren, needed love along the way. Brothers and sisters, open your notebooks, turn hymnals to a page where you hem haw in rage at the cages we built for ourselves. Down deep in the darkness, it dawned on me I've written a homily to honor deeds of exorcising demons like Keanu Reeves and Constantine. I'm constantly caught between fighting for my life on the screen and sticking to the script written. Not every glint glistens, not every punchline hits, not every crowd listens. Till you hit your rhythm, getting a bit better, start getting snaps. Or perhaps, in your first rewind, drop some new shit, but drop the poem. But luckily, Lucky Lee was there to tell you to take your time. Makai was there complimenting your shoes, outfits, smile, and hair, getting you prepared to speak your truth. We all need that boost. Like Roscoe says, people's number one fear is public speaking, but number two is death.
Woo! Rewind that.
People's number one fear is public speaking, but number two is death. So I can't stress enough. People would rather die than get on this stage blessing us with their sermons about serpents and forbidden fruits, mistakes from what they did in their youth when their mind felt like it was splitting in two, times where they may have hidden the truth, speaking prophecy mixed with rhythm and blues. I've watched Dave slave Goliath with nothing but a notebook and a little divine timing. I've seen rainy days turn bright from a playbook called Silver Linings. I've seen strangers offer strangers the most amazing grace. Watch and wonder as poetry turns a bar into a cathedral of faith, a place to block out all the evil and hate, give people a place to be themselves, at least to tell their story, to free themselves from deepest hells, to share their glory. We poets are the last of a dying breed, off into the night, refusing to go quietly. So when you get on this mic, this is where lions breed. Roar with pride and do it defiantly. Take them to church. You never know who needs to heal your story. You never know who's felt that hurt. Who right now, all they need to feel like is they're not alone on this earth. Get on this mic. Find out what hope is worth to hopeless, cursed, broken serfs working open to close but still don't know their worth. Listen to me. I know it hurts. That's the curse of the artist, destined to bring light to darkness. So come all ye faithful, let your light shine, or at least let this evening spark it.
Thank you for sharing.
We love you too.
I like to walk off too, so I'm going to go ahead and give you my socials. If you like me, my name is Nick Fury. You can follow me on all social media, Nick Fury or Nick Fury the Poet. But also you can follow me on everything Deaf Poet Society. We are building something in the city that is not been seen in the Midwest in a few years, since the death of National Poetry Slam, since the death of Rust Belt. The Midwest is missing the stage for poets, and we are trying to build it for you. So please come attending our events. We couldn't do it without you. So this poem is called Rebirth. It's in my book, by the way. Available on my birthday. The headline read, "Is Poetry Dead in America?" Well, if you're asking me, I believe that poetry still pitter-patters regally across rigid blacktop. It dances across intersections dressed as Shel Silverstein. But as a mascot of Sasquatch, wearing an apricot-colored ascot, smoking a cig with his mask off, with the voice like gravel, trying to hold back a bad cough. See, long before the first poem ever made it to page, when most people couldn't even read, poets first played on the stage. We'd have rage and debate, waging war of words, and we stated our case, expounding philosophy, condemning atrocities, and sometimes the occasional attempt at prophecy. So answer me this then. How can poetry be dead when music has lyrics? When rhyme schemes and hip-hop are tied to the hip like Siamese twins, combining flow with some immaculate timing. Oh, that reminds me of Joe and puns. So what if I litter in a little light alliteration, like it's a riddle about a dead middleman in Little Italy that did it to diddly. Rappers might do it a bit differently, but you cannot tell me that is not poetry. How can poetry be dead when
There was a lot of alliteration and I wanted to understand. Do it again.
So that reminds me of Joe and puns. So what if I litter in a little light alliteration, like it's a riddle about a dead middleman in Little Italy that did it to diddly. Rappers might do it a bit differently, but you cannot tell me that that is not poetry. Oh. How can poetry be dead when a poem can be anything? When a poem can be the last words you ever say to your loved one. When a poem can be the first words you say to your lover in the morning. See, if poetry is dead, I must be the ghost of Poe. Prone to prose of broken home, of glass houses with stones to throw, of overgrown back alleys, no stranger to an overdose. A dice in the hands of a gambling man as he holds them close before he goes for broke. See, poetry can be found anywhere. It can be found up, pull down stairs. When you're looking for that light in the attic, you find that old package, double bubble wrapped in plastic, that takes you on a path from way back in the day out there where the sidewalk ends. For a moment, you sit and imagine. Over the next horizon, you find wizards flying, fighting with magic, lights bright as they're flashing, flinging spells furiously. Voracious in their vim and vigor, hell-bent to battle this vindictively vicious, vile vermin, vehement for vengeance, and an overly verbose, vivaciously visceral vendetta. So even though the headline proposed the death of prose, I know that poetry isn't dead, because if it was, I wouldn't have to keep asking. Woo! Yeah! 1788, but 1725.
Yeah. One more time for Nick Fury, everybody!
It's available on Amazon.
Look, everybody loves Amazon. Fuck Jeff Bezos, but we like Amazon. Okay? Okay, so I got a couple more open mic poets before I bring up my feature to the night, which is Smiley over here in the corner with us. But the cool part about bringing features up is a lot of times the features bring friends. And we love friends, right? Don't we? Like, that's cool. We like making friends. We're all friends here. But I've never had them on my microphone before. So So you already know what we gotta do. I said I got a virgin to my mind.
Go ahead.
I got a virgin to my mind.
Go ahead.
Let's welcome Deep Sea Rice up to the stage, everybody. Woo! All right, go ahead.
So I drove up here from Louisville today.
Woo! Thank you for being here.
Yep, no problem. I appreciate y'all having me. Met Smiley a few years ago in Louisville, and he told me about the open mic. So, but I asked this girl if she wanted to ride with me on the way here, and I had to give her like, you know, a warning before, you know, going on a little road trip. You know, everybody drive different. So I was like, hold on, let me warn you before you get in. My name is Deep Sea Rice, and I'm deep enough to swim in. I'm a pool of different moods. It's like a jacuzzi full of women. It's not to say that I be tripping, it's just opinions based on this world that we live in. I mean, I want nothing but a family, but why the fuck would I bring them into all this weak shit? A place where we listen to everything, but we refuse to see shit. Growing up every day, I be asking the mirror, hey bro, are you gonna be shit? I just gotta see, Chris, you gotta eat shit. You gonna starve, nigga, so what? Fuck that job. You tired, your car won't start, the finish line looking super far. But fuck it, tell Fury you still gotta go hard and fuck with whoever going hard with you. Life's an unpredictable thriller. It don't do shit but get realer. I've dodged a few bars, but I'm still in Cincinnati standing tall like I've never been stiller. My problem's King Kong, but I gotta be the bigger gorilla.
Hold on, rewind that.
Life is an unpredictable thriller. It doesn't do shit but get realer. I've dodged a few balls, but I'm still in Cincinnati standing tall like I've never been stiller. My problem's King Kong, but I gotta be the bigger gorilla. These youngins out here banging, but it's really the boys in the blue getting rid of our niggas. Half of them don't mean you no good, baby girl. Should have been you getting rid of that nigga. He your dog one day, but then the next day you tell your business like bitches. By the time you put it together like a doctor with stitches, that dude been running it like cleats and soccer. When y'all kick it, he had a different goal. Like a team when they visit. You never thought your homie switching was a possible vision, but now treating him like a stranger ain't optional, is it? Ah, nigga, we can't kick it. You a pussy, don't speak. 7 days of fuck shit makes you so weak, you could be an oven to keep it 100. I wouldn't trust you the whole heat. You a pussy, don't speak. 7 days of fuck shit makes you so weak, you could be an oven to keep it 100. I wouldn't trust you the whole heat. I talked to this one OG, you know what he told me?
Hey, yo, blood.
Life's a bitch. If you don't know, you gonna see what it is, and what it is gonna be. So I move when I want. I don't let nobody rush nor slow me. I don't let them bring me back to the old me. I don't let them phase me. Like, I'd rather work be like a sparrow under this mat, remain low key. I'm not trying to entertain beef. I'm just trying to have more sex, more sleep, more weed, more. I'm just trying to get to where I'm going without any of y'all owing me. And I'm gonna treat you a certain way based on actions you're showing me. I'm an old soul, I'm really big on loyalty. And she was like, all that to go on the road? Yes, all of that to go on the road. So again, you wanna take a ride with me? As you see, I came here by myself. But I got another poem for y'all I'm gonna get out your hair. I ain't necessarily doing the walk-off thing, but I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all that my name is Deep Sea Rice. It's deep sea like the water, rice like the food, and that's on wherever you search it. My next piece is called A Real Change. So in 2025, I don't know about y'all, 2025 also had hands, and it got the best of me, but I could fight. So this is called A Real Change. Honestly, I done been through some shit for real. Some of it was unnecessary, but shit, most of that shit was real. I lost my granddaddy at 28, my granny at 29. At 30, I injured my heel. Mentally and physically, all that shit really forced me to heal. I went to physical therapy at 31 and regular therapy at 32. vulnerable as fuck, didn't really know how to feel, didn't give jack shit about nobody's jail because I knew a shorty couldn't do nothing about the battle up the hill. Every struggle I encountered made me up the deal. Business or friendship, I think most people gotta re-meet me now. I was reaching out and peeping how holding up a vision solo with all these people around just might be the thing to keep me down. And standing alone, my limbs was feeling numb and I had to amputate some people. Bet they feel me now. Or they feeling dumb. Got them out the dirt, then it was me drugged through the mud. I was addicted to the benefit of the doubt, doc. I was really on them drugs. Woo. What do you do when you're strong enough to handle more, but you know you had enough? Knowing how to be a voice of reason when you know you had it tough. I hardly recognize myself sometimes, especially when I mention the things I've been doing. I've changed and I admit that. And I also admit that the hardest part is that it's really hard to admit that. We all say I'll never change, but after walking in my own shoes, I know I'll never walk the same. I knew I was ill at this journey shit, but I didn't know I was sick and tired of playing people's games. They didn't check their mirrors before they swerved and merged in my lane. The cycle had me going in circles, like a tire in the snow without a chain, while some niggas only took a ride like it was all hay when it was really on my name, kicked back in the back seat with no drive or forward focus. And it was me. Cool as fuck, smooth as lotion, you know, feeling like a NASCAR tour guide. I let you slide as I pay attention, but I was too kicked back to notice when things were slowing up. I always been a big plant, but even a small circle can keep you from growing up. There's something wrong with me. People so fake and weak, I don't know what to believe, or maybe it's one of them times where symptoms rarely show up. You know how a wolf may not show his teeth, but still see you as a piece of beef? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Like in Louisville, after all the shit I did with events, I'm sick and tired of being focused on making so much shit that it didn't even make me a little sense. But niggas be asking for copay. I got insurance. But not even a little bit can I afford to slack. But now I get the text. I pay way more attention to what's missing now. I pay attention to things that are distant. Noticing now when I gotta be more resistant and the shit brings too much tension. If I stop making sounds in places that echo, you'll notice niggas don't really listen. I was simply just taking it hard, y'all. When really it's just hard when simple minds don't get it. I had to peep the shorty that was giving me miles worth of moments in attention, while in return I was just coming home with inches and extra distance. You deserve more. But I can't make you get it. I can't make you see it, but see, I deserve more, and I can't wait on you to believe it before I achieve it. I want to throw in the towel with people and throw my hands up without being diagnosed as the nigga that's bulimic. Oh, he can't hold nobody down. When actually, you all ain't good for my body or my hobbies. Not even good for my ears when you make sounds. No schematics or blueprints in a poster tube. I got no plans to keep nobody around, even in a wheelchair. I had both feet on the ground. Head held high, and now I'ma feel how I feel, because some of that shit I went through was unnecessary as fuck. But most of that shit was I do. Is this one?
Y'all needed it.
I like the aesthetic of the mic, but I knew I was loud enough. But again, y'all can follow me on all social media, Deep Sea Rice. We have something similar like this in Louisville right now. We're taking a big hiatus because we did it for a while, but this makes me feel comfortable, and I'm gonna tell you why, because our group is called the Louisville Living Room. And y'all got the whole vibe going on. Y'all got the call and response, y'all got, you know, crowd participation, you got people focused, and I'm just really fucking with it. I was doing living room shit when I met Smiley. He's from here, but he was in the city for a while, and I met him doing poetry shit, and we locked in instantly. And I just want to say that when you on your path, on your purpose, you meet the people you're supposed to have in your life. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in this room that met doing the shit that they love. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing. I also got a birthday coming up. Shout out to Fury. Mine is February 1st, but I'm throwing a DJ party in Louisville if y'all want to come. It's a Saturday. But yeah, follow me.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your travels and your time. I really appreciate you coming all the way out here, man. That's beautiful. All right, so I got one more open mic artist before we get into our feature for the night, and she is not new to this. She is very true to this. She is actually my poetry mom, but young enough to be my sister. You know what I mean? But she's beautiful. She's lovely. If y'all have been in this room, y'all have seen her and heard of her before. Please welcome Ty up to the stage, everybody.
That was fire. You mind if I use the get out the way. Is that cool?
Cool.
I forget what this one's called, but let me tell you about men and how they got some nerve. How many I took on the... Let me tell you about men and how they got some nerve. How many I took on the ride of life but should have left on the curb. I never chucked the deuces up when the bullshit was for the birds. This for the ones I should have got beat up, but I chose to use my words. They were like dogs with no home training, but somehow I ended up the bitch. Talking about he liked the way I carry myself and the knowledge I spit, but when I talk about relationships, his interests switch. I put the blame on him because he knew what it was. I'm a whole pie that he just needed a piece of, and I gave him a taste thinking there'd be mutual exchange between us, but all I got in return was unrequited love. And even though they seem different, they really are all the same. He wanted to make a movie, so I told him 2 could play at that game. That's that one.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm having serious writer's block right now, so it's just nice to be in a room of creativity and inspiration. And I just thank all the poets that came out here. So I'm gonna just do the last poem that I've written. It's probably been about 3-4 weeks. So, as a woman, I naturally give unspoken grace to men who never asked for it. Unbeknownst to him, I carry trophies incapable to win, and instead of sowing seeds of communication, I plant expectations out on a limb. Misunderstanding, breaking the branches needed to connect. Thorns therefore emerge from the boundaries formed in self-defense. I have an ego that feels the need to project, leading to light narcissism I indulge in because I have feelings I need to protect. It's personal yet somehow indirect. He's not responsible for my insecurities, yet I still hold him accountable in moments of neglect. Those moments deposit into the streams of reasons we can't connect. So in between doggy style, we doggy paddle in waters that have no depth, creating waves of problematic equations neither of us know how to correct. If only I could tell him he doesn't need to be perfect as long as he's trying his best. If only I was the kind of woman who knew how to accept, but I'm just a woman who naturally lives in lover's regret. Thank you. I just had my last show of the year at Nostalgia. I am, like she said, a host mom, but I'm just so proud of her. We look forward to, what the poetry world has to offer in Cincinnati, all the curators for the new year. But yeah, keep supporting. Oh, you can dance! Yeah. I be on people. You can follow me at Ty Victoria, all platforms, you guys. Thank you. Hey, the female Ty.
One more time for Ty, everybody. That's my baby.
Thank you.
That was one of the first women that ever hosted me in this shit. Like
right
this
here.
is such a in this room literally. It's such a full circle moment. It's beautiful. But all right, without further ado, we're coming up on that time. We're about to get into our featured poet for the night. And before I bring him onto the stage, first and foremost, I would just like to say thank you so much for your energy and participation with being in the poetry community. I met the feature actually in this room at the last WordPlay Thursday, and then he showed up at our first Poetic Vogue, and this dude got up here, stormed the stage, had all the energy, all the poise, expertise. So without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Smiley the Q as he makes his way up to the stage. Yeah.
First off, how y'all doing?
Good.
No. How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Cool. Before I get into my shit, I just want to say thank y'all for having me tonight. Cause, this is definitely a dope opportunity. Give y'all a little bit about myself. To be honest, I started poetry about 2.5 years ago. And if it wasn't for Deep, I probably would have never did poetry. I experienced my first open mic in Louisville. My boy brought me to it. He said, hey, let's go to this poetry event. We went. I'm like, damn. He said, you want to perform? I said, shit, I got to write something. I wrote something and I've been going ever since.
Yeah.
And to Nick's point, poetry could never die because as long as rap is still alive, there will forever be rhythm and poetry. But without further ado, can I talk my shit? Okay, cool. I'm going to take y'all on a trip down memory lane. See, I remember back in the day when them green boxes felt like home base, a place where we felt safe until the street lights came on and told us you better get your ass in this house before your mama come show her face. Back when, $1 in the corner store could stretch from east to west and you could buy everything you needed to digest, but I still can't stomach the fact that my daddy would buy me everything and God clipped his wings and then he left. I remember when that Nokia 6010 would ring, my mama would press 5 and say, "Here, baby, your daddy's on the line." That's when I realized a smile could shine through the phone and add light to my daddy's day. No need for a son because I shine like one. Shine like a hot summer day when Huggies turned Huffies to Harleys. We was riding dirty before Chameleonaire with dreams of being a millionaire. That 04 Camaro on 26s, key locks, no snatches, I gotta have you. But before the Huffies, we was street racing from light pole to light bulb. Socks dirty, feet black, we wouldn't give a damn if our toe popped through a hole. But our mamas did. And that's when they would turn vitiligo and beat the black off our ass. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Back in the day, that's when candy cigarettes had me feeling like I worked 2 jobs, raised 3 kids, and was struggling to keep the lights on. Talk about stress. Stress like when your teacher give you a bunch of homework and all you want to do is play the game. Them teachers used to really press my buttons. Like they had a paper full of cheat codes trying to get unlimited money on GTA. If you know, you know. Speaking of know, that's when I used to pass girls' notes in class like, "Hey, do you like me? Yes or no?" That's when I found out a circle full of lead could determine your fate. Back in the day, Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black, with silver buttons, all down her back. Had my heart wanting to clap with every pretty girl it ever seen. I used to hope Cupid would say, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo," and choose me. Because it was too many bubblegums in the dish for my eyes to be a favor and get a kiss. My childhood was a movie you didn't want to miss. I used to roll bounce on Fridays, play hardball on Saturdays, and strap up my pads on any given Sunday. Me and my friends was just a couple baby boys in the hood trying not to be a menace to society. We just wanted to... Me and my friends was just a couple baby boys in the hood trying not to be a menace to society. We just wanted to be paid in full. So some of them decided to get rich and die trying, all because they wanted to be fresh. But me, I just chose a different route. I decided to hustle with my flows. Now I get paid to talk about the things that happened back in the day, wherever I go. Nah, man, I just had to take y'all on a trip down memory lane real quick. Being on memory lane really make me think about my childhood, where I'm from. I'm from Cincinnati. I done lived quite a few other places, but just me stating that I'm from Cincinnati don't do it no justice. Like, I'm from a place black people take pride in. A place where outsiders are afraid to go. For what reasons? I don't know. A place we love to call the hood. A place that once you lift the stereotypical lid, you'll be exposed to a different world more valuable than gold. A place where Olympic medalists reside. Niggas with world-class speed racing to the graveyard as soon as the gun blast. Only to leave their family with a blast from the past. The memory-filled tears come crashing down on fragile hearts, shattering shared moments that can never be replaced. Now that sounds scary and dangerous, but trust me, the hood is a beautiful place. One filled with magicians where we turn nothing into something. We've been dealt crumbs our whole life, but still managed to make full meals. I guess you can say we received the short end of this deal. The hood is a beautiful place, one where the sound of the ice cream truck is the only thing that can bring our youth together to move in the right direction. The hood teaches you lessons. And still a humble prince appeals with every missed meal, fist fight, and times with no heater lights. What you know about cutting on the oven to warm up your cold soul? Or going to war with your closest friends just to sign a peace treaty in the end? And let me not forget to mention, eating, sleep for dinner because the roaches done ate all the crumbs you had left to make a full meal. In the hood we struggle, but it's still a beautiful place. One with cookouts and block parties draw crowds larger than Rolling Loud. One where the legends roll out their fresh whips and fits, sharing their wealth with the youth like, "Hey, here a nigga, take this." And the food, nothing can replace this. It's cooked with soul and taste amazing. So amazing, people face their fears to visit local monuments for a tasting. Oh yeah. Gordon Ramsay ain't got shit on the lady in the hood selling plates. The hood is a beautiful place. One with walking contradictions or lend a hand before they take. One where dope fiends can do anything in sight. It's crazy how a crack pipe can be kryptonite in a dose they need to make everything right. From the outside, they viewed as drug addicts, but in the hood, we view them as hustlers and handymans with bad habits. The hood is a beautiful place, one where our role models are respected for moving more weight than freight trains, rocking more ice than a freezer, and keeping a badass diva glued to their hip like a beeper. The hood is a beautiful place, one where dice games turn into open mics, poetic flows with every row. But in this case, the point is the point and not the poetry. The hood is a beautiful place. And if you don't believe me, come take a look for yourself. Hey, but let me warn you, don't come on no bullshit. Because one fight, we all fight. Now act like you got some sense and don't play with your life. Welcome to the hood. I feel good now. Nah, for real. Nah, they like being from the hood. I don't care how far I go, I never lose touch with it. Because guess what? That's what made me who I am today. And if I'm being quite honest, I've heard a lot of people say it ain't no love in the hood. But I beg to differ because, like Ty said, hey, I grew up to be a lover boy. Like, I like that Anita Baker. I like that Anita Baker sweet love, that Monica all over me love, that SWV. I don't know what it is that you done to me. Come on, y'all, get into it. But it's got me acting such a crazy way. Whatever it is that you do when you do what you're doing, it's a feeling I want to stay. What's he say, y'all? 'Cause my heart starts beating triple times with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when the cause and cure is just... Go ahead! I get so weak in the knees I can hardly speak. I lose all control and something takes over me. In the days I am so amazing, it's not a thing. I want you to stay with me. By my side, I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off of my feet. Hey. Can't explain why your love, it makes me weak. Y'all sound good. Hey, but now for real, though, I'm a lover boy, because who knew one's presence could get me so weak in the knees I could hardly... You zapped me with your love language to see if I would comprehend, and my heart whispered back, Roger that, baby, I want to be your man. Let's skip the small talk about your ex, because I can do all the things that man won't do. You know, stimulate your mind, help you manage your time, and make you come multiple times. I don't mean to be sexual, baby, but I need love. Because when I'm alone in my room, all I do is think of you. Running laps in my mind as I imagine us on a romantic sprint to the altar, and I know you tired. So just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. As I admire you, a woman worthy of a piece of my love. I'll be waiting for you to walk right out of heaven, head tied, pretty with no makeup on. I find perfection in your imperfection, and I hope that you don't take it wrong. Oh, baby, you got what I need. I want to be more than just a friend. I want to be the man that falls in love with your brown sugar. Introduce me to a love so sweet. Okay. So sweet it makes other women bitter to see you happy with me. Candy, girl, you are my sweet thing. My dentist highly recommended you for my sweet tooth. Now let me cater to you. Give you a destiny, give you a child that says, let me cater to you. Fulfill your destiny and give you a child that shares the beauty of both of our souls. We could be relationship goals. Because even when the tides are high, you read the map where I drive the boat, baby, because we belong together. Because who else am I gonna lean on when times get rough? Who's gonna talk to me on the phone till the sun comes up? Who's gonna take your place and stay? Nobody better. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together. Hey, I'm taking you out of church with me. We started a choir up in here. Nah, for real though. I'm a lover boy for real. Like, I'm fine with being alone, but I love me a partner now. Cause ain't nothing like some real love. And I remember one day I was talking to my mama, and she told me, she said, boy, she said, you love hard. And I had to agree with her. And I thought to myself, I was like, I think my love should be prescribed like pills. With a warning label stating too much consumption can lead to intense sedation. I bet you never experienced a place where love, peace, and patience greets you at the door. Where the little things pulls out your chair and communication blesses your food before you eat a place. Where the menu is crafted to your perfection because the walls are painted with attention to detail, and let me not forget the smell. It's one that'll make you wanna in, but never exhale. That smell good, don't it? Good like meals served with I would never desert you nor hurt you. I want my presence to feel like home. Like your favorite side of the bed, like that right spot on that perfect pillow. In other words, baby, I want you to be comfortable. Allow me to blanket you with affection, tuck you in with love, and fan you down with kisses until you fall asleep. Closing your eyes to dream about your favorite fantasy, only to open your eyes and realize that your fantasy is now your reality. Baby, isn't this everything you dreamed of? A man that knows how to communicate, makes you feel heaven sent, takes you on more than dinner dates, and knows how to reciprocate. Yeah. I'm officially the reason you can't say dreams do come true. But be careful with this prescription, because this love is one you can easily be addicted to. Love, 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 love. Damn. And how you tripping sometimes, but I tell you, it feel good when it do. Like, boy, if I sat up here and told y'all about all my love stories, whew, we might be in therapy session after that.
Ain't you a cute? We ain't got time for it.
I'm an Omega man. I like it. That's enough for love. Let me ask y'all something though. Y'all remember being in school and like we had math class and we used to do those little multiplication tables and everybody used to try to see who could do them the fastest? I guarantee y'all none of y'all could have beat me. Listen, I was cold. I'm talking about real cold. My whole life, math been my favorite subject. I always passed the class, except in like 6th grade. They got the trip. But I switched schools. The whole curriculum changed. But anywho, it's just one math that I could never get outside of 6th grade. It was like, it's some new shit that I got. It's ladies, y'all got this thing called girl math. Like, I just don't get it. Like how you put 2 and 2 together and still didn't realize he wasn't for you. How you put 2 and 2 together and still didn't realize he wasn't for you? You think he adores you, think he got money, so riddle me this, baby girl. Why he ain't Dior you? He gave you flowers when you messed up, but never gave you flowers for the little things you do. Like rubbing his back, making sure he was fed, or pleasing him occasionally when you get him some head. Like, why you keep letting him mistreat you like you don't know your worth? He wear you out like his favorite shirt and you still not tired? Constantly out of breath from repeating yourself. Did you not learn from when your mama said, I ain't gonna say it again? You claiming y'all lovers, he saying y'all friends, baby, he ain't never took you on a date. Why you being delusional again? And they say real love multiplies. So how you give him everything you got and left with less than what you came with? Make it make sense. This girl math, it ain't adding up. I bet if you subtract him from your roster, it'll sum up all the solutions you've been looking for. And they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. But baby girl, you too trash right now to even realize your own treasure. You gotta get it together.
Rewind.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure. But baby girl, you gotta get it together. You too trash to even realize your own treasures. You gotta get it together. Hey, listen to me when I say this. Stop letting him Netflix and chill you, or never post you on Instagram because he don't know the real you. You want to be relationship goals, but you don't even have a picture with this man to post. You cool with him talking you out of your clothes and wiping you down and telling you, hey, I gotta go. Hey girl, where is your respect? He don't even respect you when he come home. Not even a little bit. You is cool with him walking all over you because you feel being alone. Hey ladies, listen to me when I say this. Girl, go be on your own. Add some me time, plus some positivity, subtract them ain't shit niggas and all their toxicity. Hey, now that right there is what you're supposed to call girl math. Ladies, y'all know y'all work. Don't let them make y'all forget it. Fellas, we gotta stop tripping sometimes too.
Yeah, there you go.
So we know what we be doing.
There you go. There you go.
That's the math. That's
Right.
See? It makes sense now. Like, for real though, there's too much going on out here. That's why I told y'all. If I told y'all all my love stories, we'd be in here hurting. Cause it'd be too much boy math, too much girl math. It don't none of it add up. But ladies, I got a question for y'all. I told myself I would never do this again. But I'm gonna do it. Mom, close your ears. Ladies, I got a question. What's y'all favorite candy?
Candy or chocolate?
Chocolate, you know.
Candy, chocolate, whatever you want.
Reese's Cups.
Reese's Cups.
The Hershey's cookies and cream.
Snow caps.
Snow cap.
Yeah, I know. Not yet, baby, over here.
Well, look. I'm no Willy Wonka, but I got the golden ticket.
Okay.
Mom, did you?
Listen, I was brought on this earth one way. I'm no Willy Wonka, but I got the golden ticket. So welcome to the Chocolate Factory. Allow me to unravel your wrapper, revealing the things that satisfy my sweet tooth. As my mind fantasizes about us now and later. Girl, I can't wait to savor your flavor. I'll cover you from head to toe in Hershey kisses while treating you just like a Tootsie Pop. Let's see how many licks it takes to make your legs shake into you cream the Milky Way. I want to run my fingers in your candy store until your starburst and I can taste every flavor of your rainbow as you soak me in your heavenly rain flow. And mounting you on my face like playing with death, but don't worry if I can't breathe. Because that thing between your legs is a lifesaver, giving you CPR with every lick. Now look at you, moaning, all out of breath and shit, saying you need a fast break, so I tell you to take 5 before I give you this Mr. Goodbar. And baby, I like to party. Right now, you got me Jolly Rancher hard, so come show me what that mouth do. Treat me like your favorite blow pop and don't stop until I bust like a gusher. Filling your mouth with poetic flavors. Hey, girl, come here. Let me slide this Chico stick in your liver. Each stroke gonna have you tongue-tied like a twizzle, breaking up every syllable like a Kit Kat. Smuh, smuh, smuh. Hey, relax.
Okay.
And smiley, baby, and don't you forget that. Roll over, let me eat that whatchamacallit and show you that this tongue can do tricks. Oh, how about this? I bend you over the edge of the bed as I watch you shake that Laffy Taffy on this. Each stroke got me thinking about all the sugar babies we can make. I'm talking names and all. I'm talking about the first one can be called Baby Ruth. Scratch that. Scratch that. I don't want none of them side patch kids anyway. I'd rather pull out and put something special on your peppermint patty, and if you really like that, I'll even slide back in and hit you with the gummy worm. Now you salivating all over my poems. Relax, baby. Eat a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're horny. Hey man, I told myself I'd never do that again right there. But
Great wordplay.
I got to thinking about what I was gonna do. I was like, damn, I'm gonna say fuck it. Nah, like, y'all got dope energy tonight. But this last piece I'm gonna do, it ain't new, but I ain't never performed it before. New shit. And like, to give y'all like some background on this piece right here, like, I've always been big on like storytelling and like watching movies. My all-time dream was to always be a movie star. I love to be theatrical and things of that nature. So when I wrote this piece, like, it inspired me to tell it in like a storytelling way. So I'm gonna get into this piece. From jail calls to graveyards. It's just a part of the hood cycles. All that time spent reading the Bible really brought them closer to God. They go from swimming in the scriptures to drowning in the dirt. 6 feet deep, soul gone, he ain't lived long enough to stand up and keep his head above earth. I mean, water. In life, you either gonna sink or swim. Young niggas having dreams of living above the rim, but they turn into shooters when things don't follow through in that gym. Now he living a life if he see a shot, he gonna take it. Why you think they call him Pistol Pete? Because his ops never make it to up the score. 10-0 on the scoreboard, now he wants some more. So he became victim of the chain gang. Locked up, incarcerated, no money on his books, so he working in the kitchen just to be compensated. No wonder they refer to him as a recipe for disaster. He was the perfect mix of 2 cups of thug, a pint of a broken home, and a tablespoon of no love. He used to get high to take the pain away, not realizing he been half-baked since birth, and his environment was the icing on the cake. Ever since he was born, he been cursed. He grew up never punching the clock, but somehow still putting in that work. At 15, he caught his first body turning into a fashion junkie. He fell in love with putting niggas on t-shirts, and in the hood, he was a trending topic. Known for turning souls into headline, his life became a highlight reel every night on Channel 5. He was known for collecting more caps than a nigga with a bad hairline. Until it was his time.
Hold on, rewind that. Why are you silly?
In the hood, he was a trending topic. Known for turning souls into headlines, his life became a highlight reel every night on Channel 5. He was known for collecting more hats than a nigga with a bad headline. Till it was his time. And karma came creeping in like a thief in the night. Wasn't enough prayers in the world to save him from these demons. And he got a call from his mama. Sent the police, kicked the door in, and now he facing times. Then his ops pull up, roll down the window, light up his night like the 4th of July. Bang! From jail calls to graveyards. It's just a part of the hood cycle. All that time spent reading the Bible really brought them closer to God. They go from swimming in the scriptures to drowning in the dirt. From free me to R.I.P. And hood cycles can take you from 1 minute remaining to becoming a mural in your hood where your face is being painted. That's what I got for y'all tonight. I hope y'all really appreciated that set right there. Once again, I want to thank you all for this opportunity. This was dope. There's some dope poets in this room. I know I heard there's a lot of virgins out here. Don't let this be your first and only time. Like, keep going. I started one day. We all started one day. And we just kept going and kept going. Because practice and preparation is what leads to powerful performances. Oh, shit. But for real though, like, don't give up on your dreams. Even if this ain't your dream and it's something that you love doing, take the time. Let it be a passion. Let it be an outlet for you. It's definitely been an outlet for me, and I've become a whole new person ever since I started doing poetry. Like, I ain't never know I could feel my emotions this much. They used to say cancers was emotional. I was like, nah, that ain't me. And then shit. But now, for real though, my name is Smiley again. I go by Smiley DQ on Instagram. You can follow me at Smiley DQ, SMILEYTH, the number 3 and the letter Q. But before I let y'all go, remember this: no matter what you go through, always keep a smile.
Woo! Thank you so much for your set, Smile.
Thank you.
Oh, artists still left up on the list. I'm about to bring up another one of my slam team members, but can I do a piece of my own? All right, can I do a piece? Is that cool? If that's cool, can I get a cool? I said that's cool. Can I get a cool? Cool. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, like the guys was throwing haymakers back to back. I can't even lie. I'm like, I feel like the ladies need to stand up a little bit. Shit. Like, so I'm about to, I don't know. I'm gonna do a little post check on y'all.
I'm not girl math, girl.
You already, okay, yeah, this is the girl math talking about, okay? That's what I'm about to do. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is really one of the pieces that brought me into, like, spoken word and really, like, performing poetry and shit. It's called I Apologize to the Good Guys in Advance. So if there's any, you know what I mean, if there's any good guys in the room, I apologize in advance. I know that's good.
Sorry.
I must look stupid. Because why do I always get approached by a moron, not even somebody with the screws loose? The screws are just fucking gone. They all want a piece, but they're biting with some weak teeth. Boy, this is too much meat that you won't even be able to chew on. They always think that because you're not mean and that they're cute to spend money that you never leave, baby. I'm stuck to you, but it is nothing to grab some glue gun. Because money and dick will never be enough for a real bitch. Your screen press polyester looks good, but I don't think that's why your balls itch. You trying to dig up dirt on me before you treat me right. Meanwhile, you've been picking at your boxes all night, and since you love digging so much, go dig a ditch. Matter of fact, a grave, because for the way that you play with my time and evade using your lifelines, you may as well be under the soil with the pipelines. Pulls no weight. Skips the Colgate. Says it's the hoes you hate, but they're the only ones you date and procreate with. Not your soulmate, because why wait on the love you can create with someone who will make sure your kids are straight when you can nut in a solid 8, go through winter periods late, leave it to the boys in the group chat that make you feel great. That's none of my business. That's none of my business. But neither is doing your dishes or granting your wishes. I won't act like your wife when you treat me like another one of these bitches, but I will be consistent until you're not. I won't blow up your phone or stir the pot. Just don't text me a week later, call me baby, because we both know that I'm not. I rarely get carded at bars anymore, but apparently I look like I was born yesterday. Take that hot and cold energy the other fucking way. How come you get to treat good love like a game and get mad when it's my turn to play? Gave you all authentic energy until I noticed yours wasn't coming my way, and I haven't heard from you since last Thursday. I'm not a horse, sir. Don't text me now talking about some hey. You must not know who you're talking to. I'm a dream girl, the most real treat, but don't ever get to thinking that shit is sweet, because while you're hyping my head talking about the day that you and my parents with me, I'm debating on if you make it to month 3. Because in the 4th of a year, it becomes really clear whether or not you want to keep somebody near. And Mr. Gucci Belt Veneers spends his weekends SoundCloud rapping and drinking beers and swears that he's different from all of his peers. You're not worth any girl's tears, so this is my cheers to you. Your attitude. And the peanut gallery you call your crew. Because who else would give me free promo by leaking my news after I told you about yourself, putting you in the mood? And now you're calling me a B-word and rude because you wanted eye candy but found out that I'm soul food? And gave you the tough love you never heard from your dudes who are the only ones you're loyal to, but they only stick around to feed off the energy with you. But I look stupid. Thank you. That's what it is. Thank y'all for staying with us tonight. I really appreciate the energy in this room. This is a really beautiful experience, you know what I mean? Like, what a way to close out the year. But without further ado, I'm gonna bring another DPS member up to the stage. This dude, look, I was looking for him. You saw me stunned, because he is one of the newer members to Deaf Poet Society. When I tell you, the moment that this dude joined the team, the momentum just kept going. Like, he has built so many connections and opportunities. He comes with the passion and drive every single time. So please give a warm, warm welcome to Dave as he makes his way up to the stage.
Beautiful night tonight. Like, seriously, like when you think about doing poetry and they talk about coming in, wanting to build, like this is what you imagine as a poet or as a new poet. My goal is infrastructure. It's just to make sure that these rooms exist, they continue to exist both physically and online so that it don't stop. We want to continue to have as many artists have opportunities to just do your thing. I've been trying to read the room to try and figure out what pieces to do. You guys are definitely in a lovey-dovey relationship. But I get it. It's that time. I was like, you was digging me a hole and you dug me out. So I'm like, cool. You did a great job. So yeah, so I'm gonna do a couple pieces, and then we just want to keep the room going. So y'all cool with that?
Cool.
All right, cool. I too have had relationship, whatever. So we ain't about to give y'all whole backstories, but some of these poems just come. You know, like we obviously everybody trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we all on opposite ends of the spectrum. Just we all trying to figure each other out right now, and this piece kind of came from that. So here we go. I have daydreams of mutual feelings like rainy days and mellow moods. I told Shorty we go together. Like making babies in slow grooves. See, anything is possible if you're not afraid to take a chance at dancing with each other. Right into the rhythms of romance. I believe true love still exists. Like sweaty palms on nervous hands, because her love, I can't resist. Like lustful sex or 100 grand. My search for a soulmate has been persistent, but it's so hard to understand, so I constantly ask myself, whatever happened to romance? Ever since our media has gone social, our love has gone postal, so romantics are not as hopeful. Online fighting all day like kids supposed to. Our egos boosted off of these likes, the illusion of options when we swipe. Now it's just you and your phone at 3 a.m. A lonely soul who craves the light. All because you was too scared to text first. And he was too scared to respond too quick. It's a sick cycle of some weird shit. So fuck love, I'm done with it. Ladies claim he done forgot how to provide, so y'all gotta provide for yourself, and somehow you done lost your feminine side, so at night you gotta cuddle yourself. He done gave you all that he had, but all that he had was not enough. So he got another girl to make up the difference. This dating shit is tough. Two souls with one goal, both afraid to take a chance, so I constantly ask myself, whatever happened to romance? And ladies, it ain't all on you. I got some work to do too. Overextenders always cling to leeches that undervalue their worth. I said, ladies, it ain't all on you. I got some work to do too. Overextenders always cling to leeches that undervalue their worth. Translation, we just a bunch of little boys with mommy issues because daddy left. So manhood becomes this puzzle you try and piece together through books or through songs or the media's depiction of what it should look like. But it's all just smoke and mirrors. And fellas, until you look in the mirror and have a real conversation with yourself, self will be the last person that you meet. And all these women that you fucking on and running around with, they're nothing but your own demons reflecting back at you. See, we're all dealing with shit. We are all healing from shit. If you want grace, give it. If you want love, be it. And if you don't want to work on it, then stop fucking talking about it.
Rewind.
I said, if you want grace, give it. If you want love, be it. And if you don't want to work on it, then stop fucking talking about it. Rewind. Just know. If you want grace, give it. If you want love, be it. And if you don't want to work on it, then stop fucking talking about it. Okay. Just know that the black family's tomorrow relies on our ability to build with and love each other today. That's that piece. Woo! All right, this next piece I'm gonna do. Mainly I seen Ty, and she told me one day, she's like, this is my favorite piece. And I was like, all right.
Oh, I'll stay, never mind.
So I'm gonna do this one. It also kind of, I got back on stage after not being on stage for like 15 years. And I mean, I took a long hiatus just living life. But this one's called Running, because I was just sick of running from who I really was. Like, there's been this artist inside of me that was trapped in corporate world. That's the best way I like to put it. But I was raising a family, doing what I had to do. But this piece is called Running. Give me 1 second. Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a God? What's a God to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Will he make it out alive? All right. No church in a while. Today's the day that yesterdays are remembered as being forgotten. And those rotten seconds that used to tick you off, now tick off the memory with the passing of the next minute. See, this life, we're in it to experience the sour so that the sweet is appreciated with the passing of the next hour. So before I let sorrow and sadness devour my happiness, I'd rather be covered by dirt and flowers on a showery day, casted by my own clouds of accomplishments, because human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a God? What's a God to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Because I'm sick of running. I can't recall a time in my life where I'm not running to something, from something, towards someone, or away from someone else. I'm just running. Like life's this treadmill I wake daily then run to. I think I'm running through shit, but I ain't went nowhere and ain't made 2 nickels to run into. I'm just running, planning escape routes in every neighborhood I move into. Just in case I gotta run from this imaginary motherfucker my anxiety keep telling me gonna wake up and murder you. I'm just running away from bill collectors, scam callers, panhandlers, begging ass family members, bad energy, lack of synergy, friendly enemies, away from the idea that just because we blood, it don't mean that you kin to me. I'm just running away from myself.
Hold on.
I'm just running away from bill collectors, scam callers, panhandlers, begging ass family members, bad energy, lack of synergy, friendly enemies, away from the idea that just because we blood, it don't mean that you kin to me. I'm just running away from myself, away from my health, away from this 40-year-old belly hanging over my belt. I gotta start running away from niggas who think that attention is currency, or away from women who think that their currency sits in between their knees. I'm just running away from 15-year-old me who got the news that Red ran the red light driving the car he stole when he was running away from reality. My nigga Red, he didn't make it. I didn't know how to take it, so I went to a basketball court, got lost in a fast break, up and down the sidelines, just running. Away from the idea that at that young age, I had lost a friend and nobody ever even talked to me about it. It's like this fucked up neighborhood desensitized his conscience from asking how I even felt about it or if I had felt anything at all. But I had experienced enough trauma by 10 to know the pain was coming, so I just start running into this race inside my head. With God, I've experienced internal peace more fascinating than my exterior reality. So if I don't respond or go quiet into introverted solitude, I'm not running from you. I'm running to me. See, I've experienced everything in here that I was looking for out there. Love, peace, calm, grief, grace, and the face of God. His love is as still as the Red Sea on Sundays. It exists most deeply in the now. His confidence manifests through this accepted sense of knowing that he is worth surrendering all of my forthcomings because I'm tired and I'm done running away from these tears that sit at the edges of my eyelids. But they won't fall. Pregnant with guilt, birthed by anxious thoughts of broken yesterdays, so they just lay. Staring over the cliff of my pupils like mourners at funerals, I decided to grow, and so I wrote my own eulogy, death to this version of me. That's that piece. All right, I got one more. This is the piece that broke me out of my 15-year writer's block. It was during COVID, and I think we all know COVID shifted shit like dramatically. The energies changed, and it just made me think of time differently. A lot of people talk about how heavy the year's been and how heavy things can be, And there's just, this poem is like that reminder that things always come when they're supposed to. So this one's called Time. This is my version of thinking about time. The only guarantee in life is death. And a lot of change along the way. See, I've changed along the way. I started seeing the best shit with my eyes closed. I started feeling the best shit with my ears because I was listening with my heart. See, I've been a seeing man from the start. So seeing that the seeing man once told me that I ain't seen shit till you seen the audacity of a man that believe he has more time. Time. Never have enough time. But maybe we have too much time. But we can't have too much because God didn't make enough. There's not a yesterday that you can get back. There's no refunds on 5 minutes ago. Stop. See, that pause, you'll never get back. So who are we to assume that we have enough time? Our journey in this flesh is finite, but time isn't. So I might not wait for hindsight to have vision. For the lesson, I know that I must be present to catch the blessing. It's a gift that I've been shielded with God's presence since adolescence. And to my adolescence, my offspring, sometimes I sprinkle them with things if I can't shower them with time. Just trying to provide a rainy day worth of hugs when I can't drench them with my love. See those three? The best thing that's ever happened to me. I sacrificed their time trying to earn a couple dimes to rub together, and whether I admit it or not, the idea of trading their time for currency is currently at the forefront of my mind's eye. The lack of promising tomorrow combined with the inability to regain yesterday has me locked into my right nows. And how sunny days charge me to be the larger man during cloudy ones, or the beauty in a tree changing colors, or sunset, or sunrise, or when my eyes catch the dropping of a single snowflake, or how about moonshine around 6:30, or the sight of a dirty soul on his knees praising the Most High. Why? And I'm not judging because who am I? I'm nothing but a collection of moments. Frozen time, trying to make the eternal clock make sense to me. Third density being, ascending to the fourth version of ourselves, where we find that indeed we do have more time, but not time as we know it until it's our soul's time to live on. Who knows which planet it'll grow on, but I'll go on knowing that I'll die into my forevers, eternity shining like the sun inside my rising phoenix. I've been reincarnated into this fleshless spirit, roaming in the hearts of the curious, pulling souls forward at a furious rate. I'm in orbit, where 1 human minute is a century. Now it all makes sense to me. Death is symbolic. There's no afterlife, just more life, because life is in our souls and the souls never die. Why, when, how? Who sold me this idea of time? When our souls are in nonstop evolution, time is a concept, an illusion. It's the confusion that sits in between time-space and space-time. Time. Have you ever met the right person at the wrong time? Or the wrong person at the right time? Now you've wasted time that don't exist, like a love you've never kissed. See, there's time where time seems devilish, holding our gratification hostage, delaying our delight, trying to put a stranglehold on our joy. But what do you say to that little boy at the wrong end of time? What do you say in that split second after the trigger is pulled, the bullet is released to take flight, and with all your might, you're just hoping that the recipient of that bullet has found God in time? See, I just want peace for me and mine. So I'm willing to give a piece of mind in order to get a piece of mind. My heart aches for those that we've lost in flesh. The sorrow of no more tomorrows, comforted by God's promise of eternity. So once again, we'll dance in time. Thank you. Anything regarding me, you can catch, I just changed my social to make it easy. 820 Media. That's on Instagram. That's the one that I spend most of my energy on. 820 Media on Instagram. Make sure y'all also follow Deaf Poet Society. Lots of stuff coming up in 2025. We're not letting this microphone die. But thank y'all again for coming out. Appreciate y'all.
Great shit, Dave. Always. All right, y'all. I'm about to jog y'all's memory. We had a lot of vets come up to the mic. We had a lot of shit going. Y'all don't be shy. We got space coming in. We got chairs opening up. You know what I mean? Come in, set a spell, get cozy. So, the next poet I'm about to bring up here has never been... Oh. I get a hush wave? Cool beans. All right. So this next poet I'm about to bring up here, I can tell she's not new to this, but I never had her on my microphone before. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pop that cherry. I said I got a virgin to my mic.
Go ahead.
I got a virgin to my mic.
Go ahead.
Please welcome Black Widow up to the stage.
Woo!
Trying to like gauge. That's on? Okay, perfect.
Can you guys all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Usually I'm told I'm too loud, so shouldn't be a problem. I go by Black Widow 859 on all social media, and I actually wrote a book last year. It was my first book. It got published. Thank you. It's called Behind the Shield by Beth Warren, and I'm just going to do a few quick poems for you guys. I write very short poems, so I won't be long. First of all, I just wanted to ask you guys, has anyone in here ever had to say goodbye?
Yep. Definitely have. Too many times.
This poem is for you then.
Go ahead, poet.
Have you ever wanted to vomit up the time you wasted? To defecate the moments shared? To rid your mind of the sum of times his lips you once tasted? To regurgitate all the string of words you saved in that happy time, enclosed with rhyme, but now you can't fucking face it? To contaminate and then compost the fairy tale of lies, disguise the truth and defaced it? Have you ever wanted to go back in time and reverse the images left bare and stagnant on your mind? To declutter the status of your heart in part, to sort out those stubborn chunks of remaining art that linger, leaving left out and still apart? To untangle the spaghetti strands of old scar tissue tied in that knot, not in the pit, but in all the places where he once kissed you? To rewind the hand, the time clock where it all began? To take back that span of time before it developed into a lifespan? Have you ever wanted to close that door before and not after that first step was taken? To retract that laughter so right now you could feel much happier? To slip the light from green to red and have it all red, no vacancy instead? To go to sleep for a week, relinquishing every glance and every stare, all so that you could wake up and call it a fucking nightmare? Have you ever had to say goodbye? This next one has a trigger warning to it, so I just want to let you guys know that.
What's the trigger?
Abuse.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. It's called Dear Abuser. Dear Abuser, she writes as she picks the broken pieces up that lay scattered across the floor. Pieces of her carousel, the painted one she hid behind the door. I'm sorry for yelling, she cries. You are the one that I adore. She writes about the anger she feels to talk and talk but still be ignored. She always says I'm sorry even though she's repeatedly called a whore. Is there no justice in this world, or is someone somehow incessantly keeping score? 1 point for him because he doesn't scream in her face anymore. 2 points for him after he cleans all the blood off the floor. 1 point taken from her because she woke the baby screaming, I hate you and I wish you were never born. Dear Abuser, she writes, hands bleeding from the glass thrown out the door. I'm sorry I got so angry that I pressed the gas to the floor. I just don't know how to live in this place with you anymore. She wipes her tears with his shirt, but they keep falling to the floor. Despite the pain she feels throughout her body, it's her heart that's really sore. Her recognition of their broken marriage was just too much for her to endure. Dear Abuser, she writes, with his pistol in her hand, I hope one day they'll all understand. I'm sorry I keep messing up. Please clean my blood off the floor. And on your way out, don't forget to shut the door. Woo. All right, this last piece, I get asked often why I go by Black Widow, and this is why. This poem is called Apple of Eve. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. 12 years gone since any confession. Sold my body to Satan and delivered it up to all his men. Still taste the bitterness of all their tongues. I ran from the truth, but to the serpent I clung. In my mind and on my lips, deceived by Jezebel, chained up and controlled by her wicked spell. The letter placed upon my chest is always scarlet. Saliva-soaked mouths hear them screaming she's a harlot. Forever bound, always giving into lust. Forbidden moments, temptation, and disgust. My pain hides in scars you cannot see. Apple of Eve passed on to me. Fuck Eve, I'm the Black Widow. She's taken shit too long, their eyes tonguing her soul because her body is not whole. Always the widow, never the damsel in distress. Call it reciprocity, she strikes from the chest. Blades bleeding their deceit so cheap, stumbling across edges, their lies rotting in teeth. She creates a web with every wicked word, spinning their heads to destroy the lies once heard. Black Widow rises from the wreckage of her past to take on all you fucking haters from her past. She'll spell hate out while down on all fours, sucking and licking the life out of all male whores. H for her hymenly tour behind the local store. A for the anger anchored in lust. T for the tit and tat, always settling the score. E is the ecstasy coming to soothe the pain. Penned up emotions exposed and then slain. Scattered across deserts and rougher terrain. Black is for black in that it encompasses all. Perfectly placed, planted in front, not wisdom robbing the widow of anything at all. Thank you. Again, it's Black Widow 859 on Instagram and TikTok.
Woo! Black Widow, yep. Beautiful, great job. Thank you so much for coming up and joining us at this Wordplay Thursday. Let me pop the cherry, you know what I mean? This wasn't planned, but the next poet that I'm about to bring up to the stage goes by Web Slinger. So without further ado, everybody please welcome Web Slinger as he makes his way up to the stage. You want the mic?
Maybe. I don't need it, do I? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes. I don't know how heavy I gotta speak into this. I got hit with my anxiety again before I came up here. Y'all, everybody's so good and everything. I'm like, oh man.
Come on, man. You know you're a great Web Slinger, like.
I know, and I love to hear it, so that's why I say it when I get up here. It's a trap. You didn't. I got you. Each one of you. It's a web, you see.
Yeah.
I've been working on a Web Slinger poem. I'm not ready to do it yet.
What?
I'm not ready. It's not finished. I mean, I could do it, but I would feel like y'all would be like, dang, man, we got to hear it again when it's finished.
It's
also.
a Web Slinger word. We're living in it.
But it's not finished. But it's like, it's neat. I got some lines I put together. Y'all want to hear that one?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that one.
New shit.
Very new. I was writing it back there and everything.
Yeah.
I was just trying to put it together. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this order. And I don't even know how I'm going to say it. Because I've only said this in my head. I've never said it out loud. So I guess, like, work with me.
This is a safe space, Web Slinger.
I know.
Go crazy.
Here comes a new challenger. The avatar of vernacular, swinging through your atmosphere, the acrobatic spectacular. Amazing, it's not false bravado, it's self-appraising. In case you hadn't noticed by the naming, the purpose in these lines is awareness erasing. A grandiose attempt at explaining, I don't know why I've been into Spider-Man since youth was waxing. Even until my time is waning, you'll find me emblazoned with the web-slinging imagery. See me covered in spiders, head to toe in my symmetries. The way I spin words into a tapestry, It has to be not just a perfect picture, but the perfect sticky track to be the type of shit that make your head meet your finger. The words I spin like webs tend to linger. So step into my parlor, speaking spells into your mind, thoughts that it bends, it rends, it flows, it ebbs, it webs. Like when walking through a web that you ain't Pete, the shadow stepper moving like a ninja passing through the unseen. I twisted flip-foot threads and phrases spun onto pages, shouted from stages, running up the walls in your minds, built higher than skyscrapers. I'm so damn fly.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I'm sorry, I can no longer deny. I do my best to be a good guy. I mean, hey, there is triumph in the try. And my love for Mary Jane keeps me so damn high.
Woo, rewind.
Yeah.
Your love for that, huh? Yeah, come on, dude.
Running up the walls in your minds, built higher than skyscrapers. I'm so damn fly. I'm sorry I can no longer deny. Life and death in my tongue comes with great responsibility. Hold up, what was that? Spider senses are tingling, web shooters are triggering, stars twinkling, night skies sprinkling, commingling in the city, giggling with no inkling, floating like a cloud, no sinking, the clinging to the side of destroying and rebuilding. I'm flinging my body off the precipice, singing, does whatever a spider can, leaving your ears ringing.
Hold on, rewind that. That was sick.
Hold up. What was that? Spider senses are tingling, web shooters are triggering, stars twinkling, night skies twinkling, commingling in the city, giggling with no inkling, floating like a cloud, no sinking, the clinging to the side of destroying and rebuilding. I'm flinging my body off the precipice, singing, does whatever a spider can, leaving your ears ringing. Tip, 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 toes dwindling to the dives off of rooftops, tink, tink, tinkling raindrops, long falls, sudden stops, these fingering scratched in papers, wrinkling the brain. I wad it up and shoot it out. Dip, duck, dodging negativity of my enemies with the agility of the highest healed versions of me. They attacking with extra arms, activating my charms. I answer the alarm, ain't no harm gets to come to those under my guard. No octopusy, no lizard slither, no scorpion sting, no venom bringing carnage, no, not even a goblin king, a sinister six-inch marvel at how I used to be fixing these issues with using the backhand with my silver rings. I'm made to defy odds that leave meager men crazed. I got a kid to raise. I told the devil no, because I'll always need one more day, but this is just a piece of me. On this crooked path like a diamond cutting glass, I have nothing after that because I didn't finish it. But I'm working on it. So if I come back and it's like longer than that and like maybe I do a dance around the table or something, you'll know that I really got it. So I'm gonna do another one. Should I do one I like or should I do one that I think people like?
Do the one that you like, because we pulled out the one that we wanted. So do the one that you want to do.
I'm gonna do the Liar's Game.
Oh yeah.
But like, I might have to read it a little bit because I forgot it. I had it memorized. Nick Fury made me memorize it, but I lost it. So.
Hey, it's a fighting world. We just living in it, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So. First question's, who can you trust in the Liar's Game? Who do you turn to? Believe the next statement is false. The previous statement is true. Come. I've got a game that you should never play. Many indulge, though few will say. You may not have skill, only the will to persuade. Wondrously terrible game, a tragic glory, notoriety, and some shame. Have you ever played the Liar's Game? A game without winners, a game of all sinners. Professionals and beginners, no retreat, no surrender. A moment to learn, a lifetime to master. Don't be a victim of a marvelous disaster. The way in is easy. This game is so sleazy. Why waste time on things like trust when you pursue that which you lust? Try not to rush. Things will be as they must if you play the liar's game. Please believe the next thing I say. Believe nothing you hear, less than half of what you see. Believe nothing that was just said by me. Please, believe me. But though, to play is fine. To play is to refine. To excel you must be fine with deceiving hearts and minds. Imagine what you may find when playing the liar's game. Don't consider the consequences. Stop listening to your consciousnesses. You only live once. It's a civilized game of savages. It's got all of what you want and none of what you need. In the game of cat and mouse, the last alive eats the cheese. You can do as you please. If you play liar's game. Who dares to play? After your first move, there's no escape. Will you roll the dice? Will you? You roll them once, you'll roll them twice. Your moves get stacked, the more moves made. Higher, higher, and higher! Till it all comes crashing down. There's no happy way back when playing the liar's game. But what care you for happy days? What they say they that play the way they lay awake at night till day. No sleep means more time to play. Lose your sanity, but gain a new day. All in the liar's game. The heart that plays is the heart that pays. Inevitably, the heart betrayed. And of those broken-hearted they shall say, I told them they should never play. Alright, this is my last one I'm gonna do because I felt like I should do 3. Because I was, yeah. Alright. This one's I be hating my own shit. I don't know if I've done this for Thursday.
New shit?
Well, no, it's not new shit necessarily. I've done it like maybe 2 times, 3 maybe now. But other places. But I'm not sure if I brought it here. So I mean, we gonna see. I can't remember. But it looks like I was messing around with it at least on 11/26/24. So I must have wrote something in it. So let me be honest with y'all real quick. I step onto any stage, all the way up to the point that I grab the mic. I be hating my own shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it when I write it, but that feeling doesn't last long. At some point, my own words start tasting like ash on my tongue, disgusting me in ways I remain forever unready to deal with. What once meant more than any former collection of alphabetical symbols writ sounds like unending symbols, tinning as screwdrivers in my own ears, digging. It's insane, I'm aware. I just can't care, but for real, I be hating my own shit. Maybe that's why when it comes out, I call it spit. The temerity to stand ready to deliver my hyperboles and epiphanies. I mean, how dare I subject others to these ramblings? How narcissistic do I have to be to believe that you care about what I have to say enough to put it all down in rhythm and rhyme and act like I might memorize to demonstrate to you strangers for approvals that most times fades as the night lags on and turns to day, forgotten until some next of said thing that sparks a rewind or said in passing. So, I be hating my own shit. I mean, though, Like, who do I think I am? Arranging these lyrical acrobatics as if I'm fantastic, bombastic, classic quotables, crafted with the intent to shatter some imaginarily contrived wall in some unknown mind. So here I am, trying and fighting to find just the right words to fine-tune to express some deeply felt whatever, in the hopes that there's this someone under the sonic boom of my furiously cast spells that will go, ooh, wow. Or like, you know, make them ball up their face like when they smell something foul. And then like, even if I don't get it, I could blame my own incompetence as if like I should have already known somehow that I had the wrong word written down, mouth making the wrong sounds, reinforcing this feeling that all I have to say is dust, clouds for the wind, no rain, just wasted words in these exposed sins. It's like, I feel like an imposter, knowing that I don't belong yet, jockeying for this position on a roster with conviction to complete this mission of convincing you that I should be standing in a place, inhabiting a space, when a moment ago you didn't even know that I existed. So like, is it my arrogance, hubris, or pride, desperation making me stand here before you like I just might cry about all these things inside that seek to be told to somebody that might want to listen just because someone said that once before that they said they wanted more, so I figured everyone might also praise me for the further scripting and telling of my lore, spilling my guts in gore galore, seeking this glory, yet begging behind my eyes. Did I do all right? Demonstrating this performative suicide? I mean, tell me, please, I mean, tell me, do I still got it? Or at least that it isn't lost? Or even at least the price paid in attention wasn't too high a cost, but then again, I already hate my own shit, so, I mean, yeah.
Where can they find you?
Look, it's crazy because, like, I always need my phone to, like, do my stuff, so, like, there's never a video of me that I have, so it's like, if somebody does have it, like, send it to me because I don't have any of them. But, you can find me on Facebook. Look, on my Instagram at like Webslinger, it's like actually changed it to that. So it's WEBSLY. Addison meant because she was like, "What's a zaddy?" And it's like, listen, you know, sometimes we dig our own holes and have to sleep on stuff. But other than that, that's me. So you know. Woo!
How about them impressions, y'all, man? That shit was crazy. I don't know. Is this mic working? I feel like this shit ain't even. Dog. This was off the whole time.
Was it? Oh, you just impressed.
It's cool, man. It's cool, man. We heard you. It's okay. We heard you. The poems got poemed. You know what I mean? It happened. We were doing some shit. All right, y'all still with me? If you hear the sound of my voice, can I get a cool? If you hear the sound of my voice, can I get a lucky? Lucky. If you hear the sound of my voice, can I get a go, Dad? Go, Dad. Go, Dad. Go, Dad. Go, Dad. Go, Dad. All right, cool. So I got a couple more artists for y'all, and I'm probably gonna close out with a piece just cause I feel like, I don't know, it's the last one of the year, so I'm gonna hit y'all with a three-peat if that's okay. But without further ado, the next poet, actually both the poets I'm about to bring up here before I do my last little shit, they are not new to this, very true to this. A lot of them, sorry, excuse me. This one in specific started his journey in one of my rooms, and he shows up and he shows out every single time, and he's consistent with it. So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Tay Davis up to the stage, everybody. We the same height?
What?
Yeah, we the same.
Nah, you tall as shit, bitch.
Okay, but I don't have to put the mic down low.
Nah, I didn't say that.
You know what I meant.
I was just, you know you tall as fuck, B. Ty, you know she tall as shit.
Are you telling me I had it, bro? Like, come on, man.
So can I do two?
Yeah, you can do two.
Alright, cool. I feel like this ain't even working for real.
It's a little. You got to get real intimate with it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be all slobbing on the mic. That don't make no sense.
Absolutely not. Alright, so y'all was on some all lovey-dovey shit, and I understand it, and I do get it, and I feel y'all for that. However, I've been single for like 5 years, so I love myself. So I wrote myself a poem. If I were a poem, I'd be fractured where it matters most. A prolific, damn near scientific phenomenon gone horrifically right. I'd be omnipotent and omnipresent, able to appease all 6 of your senses. I'd rattle your very bones with my very speech. Shatter your soul if necessary. Be cautious. This aura may cause moisture if you stare for prolonged periods of time. As foretold, paying attention may cause quick addiction. If I were a poem, I'd be a motherfucking love sonnet. Written by a hand so intellectually sound, a simple sentence could be Nobel Peace Prize worthy. I'd break the sound barrier on my way to your heart as you fall in love with my abyss of excellence. I'd be the ship that floats your waves without the fear of capsizing. The space cadet leading the exploration of your universal grace. I'd peanut butter your jelly on whatever bread we got. If I were a poem, I'd be eternally rhythmic, raw of regal, repressed, impulsive energy. I'd be a never-ending symphony of humble harmonies and soulful melodies. I'd be everything I'd ask the universe to be if I were a poem. Woo! Alright. So I'm going to try and do something that I told myself that I wasn't able to do because Nick told me that I needed to fucking do this shit. Like, I don't want to talk about how long ago it was. But anywho,
6 months.
Wow.
Sorry, I got a call.
I felt it. Alright, give me a minute.
Take your time.
You got it. Take your time. Hey, Cam.
Hey, Tay.
Where my phone at?
The one that you just had in your hand?
Exactly. It's not in my hands somewhere. Anywho.
Stop playing with me. I'm done.
Posting up clarity.
Oh! It's clicking now.
Got your ass.
Go in for it. You better stretch. Go ahead. You have a what?
I have a tendency to give the best parts of me to the worst women.
Yep.
I see their red flags as carnival attractions. Admiring the potential behind the narcissist. Hey, my heart bumping. Hold on, y'all. Oh shit, this crazy. Y'all be doing this shit all the time?
Yes.
What?
That's how you gotta do it. Go ahead.
That's nuts. Y'all just be up here with words and shit.
Yes, it's a safe space.
Okay, alright, cool.
Just feel it. Just feel it. You got a tendency to what?
I have a tendency to give the best parts of me to the worst women.
Yeah.
I see their red flags as carnival attractions. Admiring the narcissist. Correction.
Take your time.
I have a tendency to give the best parts of me to the worst women. Admiring the potential behind the narcissist. Trying to give a universe of love to somebody that couldn't imagine giving up the worst of them for a better us. Due to my upbringing, I've always tried to give this love thing real effort, but the world today has truly got me stuck. Everybody I seem to run into can't seem to keep their lives in check, but expect me to spend a check in order to fuck. Well, good luck with that, miss. Oh, that's my ex. I mean, miss ma'am with the standards of a woman, but the morals of a prostitute. Unfortunately, you can't pimp me with your empty words disguised as love. I'm not one of these pick-me boys. I did not come here to play who's got next. I've been walking around with post-nut clarity, and I ain't had no sex.
Yeah.
It's an intellectual flex. I've become somewhat of an emotional marauder. stuck in a generation of the almighty dollar. Seeking revenue too sacred to be monetized, but only could realize such a simple concept could be a real prize. One word, 4 letters, million definitions. LOVE, the only thing that could feed me, as I try not to falter to the greedy. Now this is the part that I had to like. Hold on, let me just get one. I think I just need one. I think I just need one. Hold on. Post-nut clarity. I know that. Ah!
Boo this man!
Post-nut clarity without contact may be the end of me, for it's forced me to see clarity in a world full of cloudy intentions and hidden jealousies. Post-nut clarity to clear up the nonsensical chicanery. Fortunately for me, I'll never have to regret how my parents have raised me. No rose-colored glasses. I can spot a floozy from a mile away. She's the whole professional, but somehow I'm sassy for seeing straight. Yeah, okay. Post-nut clarity without experiencing the climax truly blows me away. But I'll never trade it for a manipulated sandwich with a needing to stray.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. Damn!
Keep going. Yep, you good.
Rewind.
You good. Bring it back.
Ooh! Can I have one more?
Hey, it's your cheat sheet, man. Close
Take as many as you need.
Word! Boom! I got you. Post-nut clarity to clear up the nonsensical chicanery. Chicanery. That was last words. That was last year's word. But I'll never have to regret the way my parents raised me. No rose-colored lenses. I can spot a floozy from a mile away. She's the whole fashion, but somehow I'm sassy for seeing straight. Yeah, okay. Post-nut clarity without a climax truly blows me away, but I'll never trade it for a manipulating sandwich with a need to stray. I'll always dream for post-nut clarity to lead y'all to y'all way and... Hold on, let me rewind that. I'll always dream for post-nut clarity to lead the lost souls their way. I won't ask y'all for too much more, but I will ask y'all to hope for post-nut clarity for all my niggas one day.
Yeah!
I did that shit! Fuck y'all! Yeah! Damn, I can't think about nothing else. I just did that shit by my fucking brain and shit. Like,
We are tech.
Hey, yeah, we are tech with the dots in between them. Goddamn, yeah. We are tech, and I appreciate y'all for letting me get through that.
Woo! Yes, sir! Incredible job! Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That's how you end 2024. That's how you do it. Taking out the phone or stepping in our
Before you continue going, Nick said something earlier, and I gotta speak on this because I said it a while ago. Thank you. I'm 3 years clean of suicidal tendencies, suicidal thoughts. I am 2.5 years into my mental health and understanding emotional intelligence.
Yep.
A nigga got a career now.
Yeah.
A nigga moving up. Don't ask me for shit.
Heavy on the don't ask me for shit. One diving into that shit and standing in your own poetry so much to the point that you gotta feel it and move with it and dance with it. That's a lot of self-actualization. I can't even lie. That's real shit. Proud of you. Okay, I got one more open mic artist, and I'm gonna end with my shit. But again, this next poet that I'm about to bring up, not new to this, very true to this. Thank you, Tom. But he's also been a feature of mine at Queen City Radio. He did a cool little theatrical swap performance with my guy Soul, but he's got the energy, man. He got the beanie on, you know what I mean? So keep the energy that we got going for the night, and please welcome Knock Giant up to the stage, everybody.
I'm trying to do it out the mic. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go. Okay, well, like you said, DC Rice was good. What's up, bro? Met him down in Louisville at an open mic, so it's good to see him back in my city. All right, so this first poem I have for you is called Going South. Somewhere below the equator, a place of sensation, where survival is only achieved by speaking the native language. English unknown to its inhabitants. For me, the locality is strange. So with the God, I became acquainted. I can get you to the border, she said. Listen, you have to pay. For a poor man can hardly afford my fee. But for the right price, I can get you where you want to reach. She said it's different when you cross the border. Paradise it is. You want to remain and crave to return. It will bring out buried aggression. She said you hear joyous pain within the territory. See the grass at the shore and the flow of the rivers. Feel the land tremble from underneath. Experience the moisture and heat. Pack protective gear, she instructed. The weather and land can be quite treacherous. The border a few miles ahead, right over that slope. She said that she can go no further as we approach. She whispers instructions and directions. The border is protected. Take your time and use your mind. You only get one chance at this. Don't overuse the lights. Use only enough to help you survive. Now cross the border. Embrace it and dash your face in the waters. So I stood at the border and crossed in haste without knowing what's there. Yet a weird but pleasant smell lingered in the air. What she said I remember. She said, talk to the border, roll your tongue, speak in the native vernacular. It was pleasant, but I shouldn't have. So I contemplate running to the border's edge and back, and with the sunrise I was a new chap. Certainly a place of vacation, a place that should be visited by every man. But this trip I want to go on more often than not. The journey to arrive is an experience that many may have forgot. We'll travel here again, most definitely. Thank you.
Woo!
All right, this last poem I have is called Love, since we've been talking about love in all sort of capacities tonight. Here we go. Love, a feeling that is too difficult to explain or reason with. Why can't it be as simple as taking a walk down the block or a stroll through the park, or lying in the grass on a blanket looking at the stars in the dark? Like back in the day, when all you needed was a bus pass in the world to live, when a woman was the entire world to a man, where charm and compassion were the essential keys to her heart. All in none together, live or die together, forever together. The love that the Temptations and Commodores, Midnight Star and Icy Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire, Lenny Williams and Luther sung about. Love, a feeling that drives some to the brink of insanity, causing a fatal attraction that forces some to kill, eventually drawing a thin line between love and hate. It leaves many in desperate situations that they long to but cannot escape, claiming that bruises are marks of love that will never appear again. It depresses the fuel to slumps, leaving them picking flowers, reciting, she loves me not. It crushes a single soul into submission, for the heart can take no more slumbering and anguish. Love, a feeling that I wish to encounter in the future, patiently waiting as I was advised. What does it take for love and I to join? How many exits must I dig through to find my hidden treasure? How many deserts must I cross to find beauty in the simplest form? How much must I endure to show that I am capable of surviving love's storm? Tackling all obstacles in search of it. Where's my love? And will I ever find her? Thank you.
Woo!
You can find me on Instagram at LOU3ISSTHRD. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, y'all. So like I said, I'm gonna end with a piece. We just got through a great open mic list. This is the last Wordplay Thursday of the year. Before I step into this, I'm just get all my little shit out now so I don't forget to say it. Because maybe I want to walk off too. You know what I mean? Maybe I want to do a Nick Fury. But so we are here the third Thursday of every month. We just started a new residency at Alice called Poetic Vogue. That is the first Thursday of every month. So the next place you guys can find us, Deaf Poet Society, is going to be at Alice on the 2nd of January. My handles are at lucky.l33. You can find me on Facebook at Lucky Lee. And we also have an Instagram for Deaf Poet Society. It's deaf_poets_society. But everybody was on their little lovey-dovey shit. But with that being said, I feel like it's only right that I kind of close this shit out. You know, it's cuffing season, it's cold outside, everybody booed up. It kind of feels like it was a little bit of the theme for the night. Yeah, this is my newest. Yeah, this is my newest piece. No, it's my new shit. It's my new shit. I've done this before though.
Got a little pressure.
Alright, okay, you didn't have to do all that. Like, I've done this before. I was on a little bit of like a slow roll this year in terms of writing. But it's a love piece. It's called No Titles. Some of y'all might be familiar, some of y'all might not, but yeah.
Before you go, can I ask a question? Can I have a request? The one that you don't like to do all the time. The apology to the good guys.
I did that one.
You missed it. I don't care.
I'll do it again, bro. I'll do it again.
Thank you.
I'll do it again. You want me to do that right now, or you want me to do the love piece right now?
Do what you're doing.
All right. So this is my lovey piece, and I'm gonna hit an encore for my boy Tay Davis. Only because you rehearsed your shit.
I felt like it.
I fuck with that. All right. Okay. This is No Title.
It's okay.
We can't get our hands off each other. My pennies and your words both slick like butter. We don't own each other, this I know, but I don't want another. Because feeling your lips on my skin relieves my thoughts of the clutter, and now my mind is in the gutter of the wettest thunderstorm. That affection is so lightning electric that when I talk in his presence, I stutter more. I'm touching. Tickles me. This made up bed is turned to waves and ripples. We crave more than something simple because a friend won't make you smile to see those dimples in your cheeks. There are no symbols for this language that we speak. We just mangle the sheets and pray that at next week's session we both hang up the streets because laying up with me and entangling more than just our feet feels a lot more right than paying cover fees.
Rewind.
So this made up bed is turned to waves and ripples. We crave more than something simple because a friend won't make you smile just to see those dimples in your cheeks. There are no symbols for this language that we speak. So we just mangle the sheets and pray that at next week's session we both hang up the streets because laying up with me and entangling more than just our feet is a lot more right than paying cover fees. You know I got standards, so you don't want to seem thirsty, babe, but these intimate licks and kisses got you sipping the air in the worst of ways. Believe me, I know you're not needy, you're just the tad parts. Skin gripping and deep breathing, your charisma is so intriguing, so for you I keep my eyebrows and my back arched. I know I look good in these jewels and charms, and it's cool looking at the shoes and cars. I'll turn down tools and track hawks just to hang with